From Watts Creative Studios, this is Why So Cold.
Why So Cold is a podcast focusing on families in our area that their family members have gone missing, the case has gone cold, and we're giving them a platform to share their voice. And the idea came from our other podcast, Route 29 Stalker. A friend was listening to that and reached out to me and said, hey, I've got a friend whose family member went missing 19 years ago. Maybe you could help him tell his story. And that's kind of where it came from.
Yeah, and I listened to the podcast. It's really well done. The story is absolutely crazy. I just feel for that family so much. And we're actually going to get to talk to them a little bit later in the show. But Woody, talk about Route 29 Stalker and how that whole podcast has gone, because it's seen a lot of success recently.
Yes, actually, yes. It started off as, a side project. And my wife was telling me, say, you should really do a true crime podcast. And we kind of looked at what had happened in the area, and these cases happened in 1996, and so we started making phone calls, and that one it just picked up. And our main goal all along is to let these stories be heard, and the least that we could do is to add some production to it, get it out there to a new audience so people will talk. And true crime is huge right now, and it just kind of took off all of a sudden. So yeah, we've gotten a lot of feedback. We get emails and calls every day regarding it, and we even get tips on who people think the stalker is. So it's really gotten the story out there and people talking.
And now specifically about Why So Cold, why is it so important to share these stories? I mean, the story we're talking about today has been cold for 19 years, so why is it important to bring these stories back to life and talk about them again?
Well, they just disappear if we don't. And these families, they have lives, they have to move on, and they have to go to work, and what we can do is provide a platform to a new audience. And I mean, there are thousands of people listening to these every day now, talking about it with ideas of who did it, and just keeping their memory alive and keeping the word out there. So I feel it's important for families to have a voice and have a platform.
Yeah. And I know you have a few more episodes in the works, so can you tell us what's more for Why So Cold?
Yes, we've actually been contacted by quite a few families that want their story told. And that's important to us, to have the family be a part of it. And we have two more local cases that have come about that we're going to explore and let the families have a platform.
And now give us a little bit of a preview, because after the commercial break, like I said, we're going to be going to talk to Bobby and his sister, and also a policeman who's involved with the case. So set the stage a little bit. Who exactly are we going to be talking to? Okay,
so you will be talking to Bobby Walker, who is the gentleman that was in the episode of Why So Cold. His sister will also be there. And the police that are involved in the case, and we're actually going to be at the location where his father went missing. And if you listen to the podcast, you'll kind of get a background of this location and its importance.
Well, if you'd like to listen to Why So Cold, you can visit them on the Apple Podcast app or online at wattscreativestudios.com. Give Watts Creative Studios a call, 434-515-0373, if you have a story you'd like to share. And stay tuned after the commercial break. We'll be out on location at Food Lion. We're continuing our look now at the Why So Cold podcast, which highlights the story of James Walker and his disappearance from this very parking lot, the Food Lion parking lot, in April of the year 2000. And joining me now are his two children, Bobby and Tiny. So, Bobby, can you walk us through what took place in April 2000?
Dad was reported missing, that from his friends from the Food Lion here, said that they went into the store. And when Dad was supposed to have been sitting right here on the park bench, was back here in the day, said he was, when he come back out, he was gone. There's been a lot of speculation and rumors about what's happened since then, because, we've yet to find Dad's any kind of remains or anything at all, even through Social Security or anything like that. So, 19 years is a long time. I mean, I wouldn't wish that on nobody.
Yeah. And what has that been like for you two? I mean, for the past 19 years, all you really want are answers. So how have you guys been able to handle so many missing? I mean, you just need answers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I continue to fight for Dad, no matter what. It's just, just not knowing anything is better than, we don't know nothing. It's just at all. Just if somebody would come forward and say, speak up.
And what was it like during the podcast process, reliving the story, working through all the details? I mean, what do you hope to gain from publishing that podcast?
I would like for people to come forward and talk. I mean, just any tip can lead us to a location, or find out who actually did anything, if somebody did something to Dad.
Just to come forward and share their story.
Yeah, definitely. Just so that they'll, bring some closure.
And Tiny, how have you been handling the past 19 years? What has this whole journey been like for you?
It's been kind of rough. It's a roller coaster ride. I guess it's pretty easy to say. You get new leads. You kind of hope you're going to find something. Then you don't. Kind of lays low. And then it hits back up. It's just, I try to tell people it's like if somebody in your family just up and disappeared, try to think of it that way. Yeah. And I try to tell people any little thing, it could be nothing, but then it could end up being something. So if they know something, just to let us know. Yeah.
I think through my time listening to the podcast, it's a very interesting story. But now standing here talking to you guys, it's still so real for you. It's been 19 years, but the pain and the heartache that your family feels, it's still so real. So what can the community do to help you?
Speak up. Just keep your ears out. Just if you know anything, just speak up. Like I said, it could be nothing, but again, it could be something.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story. And what would you say to families out there who, unfortunately, maybe are in the same situation as you and are just looking for answers for their relatives?
Don't give up. Just keep digging. So, hopefully something will come up.
And joining me now is Todd Foreman. He's the chief of police here in Bedford. So, Todd, you've been on the police force since his disappearance in the year 2000. Can you walk me through the investigation up until this point in the past 19 years? What's been going on?
Well, I've been involved and I've been working here since the time. And I was on patrol when this happened. And I remember we were driving and looking for Mr. Walker that whole time. Since then, I knew of investigators that have been involved with it. When I was appointed, when I was promoted to lieutenant, that's when I started investigating some of the people involved in the investigation. At some points, some of the investigators have changed a lot over the years. I was involved then as I was appointed chief. I assigned other investigators to it, and we partner now with the sheriff's department. So the sheriff's department, us, and the state police are all combined in an effort to investigate this case and eventually, hopefully, solve it and close it.
Yeah, so what's happening right now, and what is the plan going forward to try to get a few more answers?
Right now, we're still digging for leads. We've been doing it for years. There are people out there that I know have the answers to what happened. It's a matter of getting them to come to us and talk to us about it. And we've got investigators with the sheriff's department and the police department still trying to dig up leads, talk to people, and try to find the truth. It's a matter of getting the right people to talk to us and the right people to give us information that we can verify so we have the truth, so we can know what happened to Mr. Walker and find where he's at.
What would you say to those people if they're watching, maybe they have the answers, they're afraid to come forward? Why is it so important to come forward with the truth?
Well, one reason is we've got a family that's been suffering with this since the year 2000, and they need closure in their lives so they know what happened with them. And these people know the answers, and they can give this family the closure. And we need to put the people, have justice for the people that committed a crime if there was a crime committed.
And just get the answers for this family.
Get the answers for this family. And I believe a crime was committed.
And so how else can the community get involved, rally behind you as a police officer? What do you need from them to help you?
We need anybody that has information to contact the Bedford Police Department or the Bedford County Sheriff's Office. We've got investigators both places that will be willing to talk to them. And the Sheriff's Department's really the ones that have been mainly working the case for the past few years because of some other information that we've uncovered. So we need to get them the information so that they can follow up on it and we can get the leads and the answers we need.
Well, if you'd like more information about the Why So Cold podcast and would like to learn more about the James Walker story, you can tune in on the Apple Podcast app or online at wattscreativestudios.com. If you have any information to give the police, please come forward so we can help give this family some answers.
You've just heard a bonus episode of Why So Cold. For more information about this case and others, visit whysocold.com.